This one is from Mike. Dear JT and Dale, I am 30 years old and recently was terminated because I broke a tooth and left work early. I was great at my job. I thought I had finally found my career and was about to get engaged to the love of my life. I need a career track if I want to get married. Any ideas? Asked Mike.
Okay, so my first question here is, you got fired because you broke a tooth and went to the dentist. You say you were great at your job. I'm not sure what's going on there, but something, the HR person in me, something doesn't add up there. That's not an isolated reason to let somebody go.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good, does it? And whenever it doesn't make sense like that, if someone's really good at their job and they still get let go, and in the absence of some big layoff or something, you have to wonder, well, was it the work or the job? I like to separate those two. The work is what you were good at. You know, if you, I don't know, do refrigeration repair and you're really good at fixing these machines, well, great, that's your work. And that's what you're paid to do. But you're also paid to be part of a team. That's the job. And the job is a bigger thing. And, you know, you see it in sports all the time where they talk about, well, you know, that's a good player, but the team got worse, adding a good player. And I hate to say it, but maybe that's you, Mike. Maybe something's going on there. I think you got to investigate that and try to figure out, is it something that made me not a great teammate?
Yeah. And, you know, you just talked about investigate. And I have to say that really what you have to do is take a look at what's happened and figure out what you've learned from this experience so that when you go out there and you talk to future employers and they say, well, why did you get let go? I mean, the answer, if you were to say to me, oh, because I broke a tooth and I had to go to the dentist, that wouldn't make sense to me. So I think you really have to look at this, like Dale said, figure out where you could have improved and talk about what you learned from previous experiences, because employers are going to want to hear that you have resolved whatever it was that caused you to get fired in the last case.
Yeah, and I think you need to sit down with some coworkers, you know, take them out for coffee or beer, whatever, sit down with a coworker or two. And if you think, God, there's nobody I want to sit down with, well, there's your answer. That's the problem. But if you can get somebody to sit down with you, and people don't like to be honest about these things. They don't want to be critical to your face, particularly. So you're going to have to get them to say, well, what could I have done better is a good question. As so often, questions are the answer. You know, I keep saying, what could I do better? What should I work on for next time? How could I be a better teammate? Start asking those questions and see if you can't narrow it down, because JD's right. You're gonna need a story. You know, why'd you leave your last job? And the whole broke the tooth thing is just going to make them do the same puzzled faces you saw at us as we read that.